Alright, hey you guys, this is me, Kaden, aka KKK here. And today, guys, I am making a rant, and this is not Cartoon Network this time. This is Nickelodeon, and there's only one show I really hate, and that is SpongeBob SquarePants. This show is boring, is lame, and is sometimes lazy. And here's some of the problems I really hate this show. I really have with this show. First of all, is SpongeBob crying, and his crying is so annoying. Seriously, no one wants to hear about that. And in the episodes, all that glitters when Squidward or asks SpongeBob he need a place in tell SpongeBob he wanted to place an order of a monster Krabby Patty. Then the special breaks, and then he starts crying. And then here comes the worst things you ever seen in your whole entire life. After SpongeBob gets a new spatula, he decides to sell everything, and he goes around naked for like 60 seconds. Like 60 seconds. And everyone was not laughing except for Squidward when he saw SpongeBob nude. And that's not funny, because how you can walk in the road nude with a spatula around your arm? That is so disgusting. You cannot walk on the road nude like that. That's very nasty and very disgusting. And then all of a sudden, he went in the hospital nude again, and then they start crying again. And that's not his spatula. And by the way, you shouldn't go into the hospital nude. You should not do that. And I'm afraid that doctor don't mind seeing SpongeBob nude, first of all. But you shouldn't, in real life, you shouldn't go in the hospital naked. You cannot do that. That's very disgusting. Whether you're a female or a male, do not do that, because that can make one of the doctors throw up, and you'll get kicked out of the hospital. Now, the second worst episode I have ever watched was, what's it called? Let's review it. Let's go to that later. So, his laugh is also annoying. Oh my goodness! I remember one episode I really hate. And like, seriously, I watched this episode before, and SpongeBob laughed so hard that he stopped laughing for like couple of days, and then he started laughing again. Number 3, this is a third problem. Him and Patrick are annoying to Squidward. And next time, Squidward, go to a different house, okay? Just ignore SpongeBob and Patrick and go to a different house. Instead, living close to them, so they can laugh at you all morning, all afternoon, all night, sometimes around midnight. In the episode, The Two Faces of Squidward, oh my goodness, this is the worst episode I have ever watched. And SpongeBob accidentally hits Squidward's face with a door, and Squidward becomes handsome. He becomes handsome at the hospital, and people were amazed. They are excited. They saw the first handsome guy, and I want to tell you something. Squidward is not handsome. He is not handsome. And then the people keep on saying handsome all night, just all night. And in the morning they still say handsome, and then one of them actually gets Squidward's clarinet, and then like almost stripped him naked, like taking off his shirt, and it's so very disgusting. I don't know why they're ripping off his shirt like this. That's very stupid. and then the clarinet broke thanks to that stupid fish who said, "I got the clarinet." This the third worst episode, or should I say the fourth worst episode I've ever watched is To Love a Patty. That's right, To Love a Patty. That is so dumb. That just don't make no sense at all. SpongeBob became obsessed with a patty, and he's still in love with her, right? And then moments later, when he was finishing the song, the patty flew into the water and it smelled bad. And he continued loving her, and so far he went on a date with her, and the date is awful. The date is awful. And Mr. Krabs and Squidward trying their best to tell SpongeBob to get rid of that crappy patty because it smelled bad. And I do agree with them because that is absolutely true. And then SpongeBob keep on saying, "She's patty. Don't say something mean, Squidward." Well, no one wants to hear that crap because what it was saying to you, SpongeBob, is absolutely right. You don't show them disrespect because you've been their manager and their Mr. Krabs' boss for about 20 years now, or 18 years, from 1999 to 2018. But come on, SpongeBob, you had to do better than that. And then when SpongeBob asked Squidward, "What are you doing with my beautiful patty?" Squidward's like, "Beautiful? How you call this beautiful?" And then he squished it to see how bad it looks. And then SpongeBob meant to yank it from Squidward, and he said, "Stop it, Squidward." And then he just touches the patty buns. That is just so stupid. That is just so stupid. And then moments later, when SpongeBob realizes it smelled bad, Mr. Krabs explaining the whole story, and then Mr. Krabs forced him to eat it. And that is so disgusting. Oh my goodness. Now the worst episode, this is the final worst episode I'm going to do. And that is My Pretty Seahorse. More like My Awesome Monkey. This episode is the worst episode of season 3. That is seriously stupid. So when SpongeBob was flowering the plants for 3 days, a seahorse recognized him, and then he saw the flowers, and she's a huge fan of flowers, and she decides to eat them. And her name is Mystery. I have a question. Who name begins with Mystery? Who? That don't make no sense. And then all of a sudden, she ate the flower. And the sad thing is, SpongeBob was Mystery's friend for about 3 days. 3 days. One day later, she decides to go to the Krusty Krab, get some lunch, and she ate everyone's Krabby Patties. And then all of a sudden, when Mr. Krabs called SpongeBob with a horse, he said that horse had to go. And then SpongeBob started crying because he don't want to miss Mystery. And Mr. Krabs, you really need to get fired because that is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. How you go manage to get rid of that horse so fast? Besides, SpongeBob is Mystery's friend for about 3 days. And she's a nice horse. But she didn't do anything mean to SpongeBob. Seriously. And then all of a sudden, SpongeBob started hollering. So bad. That make everyone cry. That is very, very disappointing for Mr. Krabs. he needs to do more improvement than that. More that horse that horse that needs to go, right? More like that horse needs to stay. So SpongeBob could say hooray, and he could keep Mystery for years. And the sad thing is, Mystery hasn't come back 15 years later. 15 years later, she hasn't coming back on SpongeBob. Maybe she was sick, or she probably died. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with Mystery. She hasn't coming back. She's only seen on My Pretty Seahorse in season 3, and now she hasn't coming back. If she has come back in season 11 on My Pretty Seahorse 2, that'll be great. But she hasn't coming back, unfortunately. That is just sad, people. I'm not watching SpongeBob no more. The bully. This is the last episode, I promise. The bully. SpongeBob was and his friends were having a new classmate called Flax. He was a bully, and he was very big, very tall, with an ugly face and other stuff. And I'm gonna tell you who's my least favorite character on SpongeBob. Not the ones I knew. The ones I knew before SpongeBob was released. That was Axis, Flaxes, and Bubble Bass. They just lame characters. The bully, SpongeBob was bullied by Flax. And Flax keep on saying he's gonna kick SpongeBob's butt. Well, it was a joke actually. And then all of a sudden, when like near the end of the episode, when SpongeBob was running inside the trash can, near to his face, the banana dropped on the road, and Flax was riding so fast that he flipped over his truck, and he just sat there. And my question is, how he survived that crash? I thought he was gonna die and never come back to boarding school. But Mr. Puff shouldn't invite Flax into boarding school, because we have bullies in school, in real life, and sometimes they call us names. But seriously, this show just sucks and it's very bad, and I don't enjoy this show. This show is just unpopular. I know it's a kid's show, but I don't want to watch it. That's just my opinion on the show. This show just sucks. And trust me, guys, from a long time ago, Nicktoons was keep on airing SpongeBob from season 1 to 8, and it's so annoying to me, and it hurts my head. I'm not watching SpongeBob no more. SpongeBob is now on Nickelodeon Nicktoons. Sometimes new episode Goodbye Krabby Patty was only shown on Teen Nick. And both of their movies, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 2004, SpongeBob SquarePants SpongeBob War 2015, they both suck. They both suck, and they not good. They just bad. Alright guys, tell me your thoughts on SpongeBob SquarePants. So, more videos coming tomorrow, and peace out guys. See you tomorrow.